Hi,
Hello.
we are back.
Yeah, welcome back. And we're on video. Oh my
I
God.
know it's such a different format. So, for anyone who was here before, a few years ago when we did the podcast, it was us together at my
Mhm.
house in the
On
studio.
your sofa.
Yeah, and it was nice because we always got to chat. Like it was a nice way of like social, even for us to like, get together. But we thought
Yeah.
it'd be nice to do video, and we can each be our own phones, and
Yeah, just a bit easier to like do it. And also, I feel like video would have been harder to set up being like
definitely
in person. So this is a nice
it
way to
would
do
have
it.
been a really big setup, wouldn't it? It would have been fun, but yeah, this is better.
Maybe in the
So
future. Like this
yeah,
is all this is
one
all
day.
starting. Yeah.
So anyone who wasn't there a few years ago when we did the pod, the idea was always for us to, well, chit chat about all things creatives and catch up and talk about our work and how everything was going. And then we'd answer people's questions about, I feel like we've covered so many subjects and I'm excited to do it again. Oh, we're getting motorbikes. I'm not sure. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not sure we'll hear all the other sounds. We'll see. Because this is the first episode we're doing back. It's
Yes,
got,
exactly. Like we don't know, we're testing stuff out, but
no.
hopefully
And
it's
we've both decided we don't want to edit at all or too much if needed.
so this does
um,
feel a bit live or a bit sort of yeah,
yeah,
that's
we
good.
were going to do it live, weren't we? Why did we decide against it? Oh, it was just too complicated, the setup and everything. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
maybe one day we'll do. We'll see. We'll
Again,
see how
yeah,
it
in the
goes. But
future, like we'll see how it's going. But
yeah, but it's nice to do
yeah.
it like this. So yeah, we used to get loads of questions about loads of different things, right? Like
Mhm.
from kind of pricing to licensing of work to patents and yeah,
Yeah.
everything. Um, so we asked people to send us some questions. We didn't get so many yet, but I guess we're relaunching it so people need to see, understand what's happening, I guess. But
Yeah, of
we
course.
got a few, and you got a really good one, which I guess
Yeah.
makes sense, which is I guess your question was, I'm going to show it. It was, what is Mimi? Because I guess
Yeah.
we are, on this platform that I've relaunched, and a lot of people are like a bit confused about it because also I called it Mimi, which is so random. Um,
Yeah, I thought it was a good introduction question for people who might be completely new or watching this on YouTube. Obviously, it's on audio as well. So, yeah, I just thought it'd
yeah,
be interesting to hear what your take on Mimi is, and then, yeah, what's kind of new and all of that kind of good stuff.
yeah. So I launched Mimi back in 2022, I think, and I did it for a bit of a year, and then I had to pause it. It was always going to be paused and not completely like delete cancelled,
Yeah.
just because I had my second daughter and it was all getting a bit mad, and that's also why we stopped the podcast because I was
Yeah.
doing it when I was pregnant, but eventually we were like, okay, now we need to take a
Yeah.
break. But Mimi's always been about kind of supporting other creatives, being like a place for creatives to come together, some kind of community where you can get help and resources. So there's coaching, there's free resources, there's workshops, masterclasses. I used to do a podcast where I'd interview people, but same thing, that was very time consuming. But there was this idea of, having an exchange of between creative people, illustrators,
Yeah.
designers, photographers, which is really fun. And authoring as well, it was really cool during Ask Mel Maddy because we had more of that interaction, didn't we,
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
people? And then what else? What did I add this time around? So yeah, because relaunching it this like if well, it's not been that long, maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Was it
I
two
feel like it was
weeks?
only a couple of weeks.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. It might have been
Yeah.
just a couple of weeks, but so
Probably
much
feels
to
longer
happen.
since you've been like planning it and doing all the
Yes,
behind the scenes stuff. You've been
yeah,
working
but
away.
you're right. It's not been that long. It's not even been a month. But yeah, when I decided to relaunch it, because we talked a lot about it, and I thought I need to, I don't want to just relaunch it as it was. I wanted to
Mm.
make it much better, kind of like a new Mimi 2.0. So I redesigned a little bit. Like I changed the color palettes. I redesigned the website completely. Took
Yeah,
me
that's really good.
ages. It was so fun to do.
Go check
But
it out in the
yeah,
description.
yeah, we can put it in the description. I'm very new to YouTube. I feel like Maddie knows
I'm
more
a
about
big
YouTube.
YouTube person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know the pointing down
Oh,
means that, but
oh,
obviously,
yeah, you know about all this stuff.
yeah,
I only watch like hot ones on YouTube and that's about
yeah.
it. That
Okay,
that's
good,
that's
good
that's all
one.
I know about YouTube. Um, so yeah, I wanted to relaunch it bigger and better, and I've been very, and that's something we'll probably discuss together as well, because I wanted to know about you, how you do this, but I'm not a very organized person when it comes to well, I mean, I am very organized, but like, I'm not super strategic, or I don't have
Mm,
crazy Excel sheets of like who I've contacted, what work needs to be done. Like I just know, and I've got
yeah.
notes and I've got my systems. But for Mimi, I've got like a Notion board, and I've been tracking
Hmm.
the people I get in touch with for the workshops, for the master classes, for the creative directory. Oh yeah, there's a creative directory on Mimi as well, which is really cool, where I'm just curating um native people's work, and it's just a showcase as well. But yeah, so I wonder how you are with that, because I'm not usually that organized, but for Mimi, I was like, I gotta mean business. I gotta be really good at this. Like, are you quite
Yeah, I think,
organized?
yeah, I think it's an important one to be that kind of strategic with, isn't it? Where you're just like, okay, let's look at it all together as because there's lots of moving parts, I guess, for Mimi.
Yeah.
Um, Me, I was very sporadic for about 8 years of my career. And then very recently, like this year, I finally started like a proper spreadsheet. Like I was doing, who I've contacted and when I can next contact them. And it was really useful for my outreach. Like I can't believe I wasn't doing it before, but obviously it's just one of those things that was constantly in the back of my mind, like, oh, I should be more, more structured with this, but I just haven't been. But things have changed, I guess. Like, things used to come in a little bit more frequently, but now it's like actually for me to be doing the outreach is more important. So yeah, I'm more structured than I definitely used to be, and I can see it kind of. It's not just the results of getting more like replies and stuff like that and more work. It's more just the like mentally, it's nice just have it on a spreadsheet and be like, I don't have to have this all up in here like kind of melting around with
You're
for
right.
the rest of my life. So yeah, and I think that's the same for Mimi, right? Like it's nice
Mm-hmm.
to almost have it somewhere that you don't have to like, yeah, just have it all in your head, like juggling.
Yeah, I still have it all in
Definitely.
my head, but I no, I think it's great. But you know what you're saying about it's something that we tell younger illustrators and designers that start their careers. When you're reaching out to people famously, you won't necessarily get an answer the first time around.
Mm,
Or if you do, there might be like, yeah, love your work, but don't need you right now, but
yeah,
keeping you in mind. And so it's very important to keep emailing, obviously giving them some time, but
yeah.
you got to kind of
Follow-ups, yeah.
follow up. Yeah. So if you don't keep track of when you emailed, or like it's
Which
really tricky.
yeah, I would just be thinking, oh yeah, I haven't messaged them for a while, which just seems crazy to me now because it's so much easier to like, yeah, have it structured in where I'm like every couple of weeks I'll be like, okay, who next? And yeah,
Yeah.
it's so much better, I think.
I have to do that again because I did it, but I'm so busy that I'm not outreaching at the moment.
Mhm.
But it's also the other thing, you should always be doing it even more when you're busy, because then you won't
Yeah,
be busy. And
but
it's like,
this kind of cuts the time as well. Like the fact that I have it all kind of there for me and all the emails and all of that stuff means that I'm spending less time doing the like research or the when should I like looking through my emails and stuff. Whereas yeah, when I'm busy, that means that I can still be doing it. And
yeah.
it takes less time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good. Okay, I got a
Yeah, we kind of
sideways
chat.
from
But
what
Mimi,
question. But
it's
yeah, so
exciting that
Mimi,
it's
yeah,
back.
so
Yeah.
excited about it, and I'm definitely taking it. It's not that I wasn't taking it seriously before, but I wasn't investing as much energy and time and money in it, and now I am, because I've got really big dreams with it.
Yeah.
And it's also what's tricky for me personality wise is that I like things to go fast and get there straight away. And I'm like, no, it is
Yeah.
a long game and it's
It
gonna
will
take
build.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm building something.
Hmm.
So it's like pacing myself and being like, Mel, like nothing happens overnight.
Yeah.
just keep at it, and it's like being consistent. And it's the same in anything, right? I'm applying it to Mimi, but it's just the same in my like creative career. It's the same for you, like for
Yep.
anyone. You just got to keep going.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm very, very excited about Mimi, and I've been telling people about it as well a lot.
I was going
And
to say the other thing that's new is hopefully doing some more in-person
yes,
events and things. So that's exciting. And
that's like number one. I mean, I'm doing
mhm,
loads of online things as well, but because
yeah,
I know the community is worldwide and I want to be
yeah,
able
of
to
course.
connect with everyone. But yes, like we're doing a meetup on Friday. When are we? Yeah, this
Yeah,
Friday, in Margate. And there's quite a few people that have signed up already, which is so exciting. And also,
exciting.
I don't know most of them, and I'm like, it's so weird because
Ah,
we're in
nice.
Margate. Like, I
Yeah,
should know them, but I don't. So I can tell there's a want and a need from
yeah.
people to meet up in real life. So I'm really excited. This one is just like a meetup, like a social meetup. Um, but I'd love to do, yeah, like real, like in-person workshops, like art
Hmm.
fairs, markets. I don't know. There's so much to be done. So
Yeah,
that's in the
exactly.
future. And then, we'll do Margate, then we'll go to London, and we can go to New
Yeah.
York, to Paris, to Mexico City. I don't know.
Wow.
No, one day, one day.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, in person for sure. And what else? Yeah, there's just loads on the website. I'm really trying to get, I'm like, there's a journal, so I'm going to try to be writing loads of things, maybe get people to also
Blogging, yeah.
um, write things. And yeah, so it's very exciting. And it's also for me now to find a way to pair that with my work. So, so I have time for everything. But,
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
you
Yeah,
know,
I
you
think
know
that
how.
hopefully that answers the question of what is
Yeah.
me.
Okay, let's see a second question. Okay, so it's a question from Carpet Pretzel, which is hilarious. And it
Mhm.
was on Instagram. And they asked, can you explain how the pattern challenge works?
Nice.
So that's going to be, I'm going to start it, but you have taken part. So you can
Yeah.
talk about it too. So the pattern challenge is a challenge I started on Instagram a long time ago. It probably has been 5, 6 years. It's
Yeah,
been
because
a while.
I have the newspaper that's 2022. So
There you
yeah.
go. And there was one in
Wow.
2021. I'm sure it started, I think it started in 2021.
Yeah.
And it started, how did it start? I mean, I didn't invent drawing challenges on Instagram, like Peachtober, Inktober, loads of them have
Yeah.
been going on for ages, but I guess I hadn't really seen a pattern one. And also, when I started it, I didn't mean to make it a thing for everyone. I was just looking for ways to draw more patterns at that point.
Yeah.
And I remember making like a prompt list and thinking, oh, I'm going to tell people that I'm doing this and it's cool. Like I'll be sharing patterns. And I remember my partner, Mike, being like, why don't you open it up? Because I'm sure people would want to do it with you. He
Yeah.
annoyingly has good ideas sometimes.
God, Dad.
Sometimes he'll say something smart, and I'm like, no, no, I'm kidding. No, he has great ideas. And also he sees things differently, like I was in
Yeah.
my head. And
Outside perspective. Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, "Oh, you're right. Let's do that." So I opened it up, and yeah, straight away people were like, "Amazing, so exciting!" And the idea is simple. I share prompts. Sometimes we do at the beginning. I used to do a prompt a day, which was crazy because it's
Yeah.
30. It's a lot. So now I do 2 days, one prompt. It's still a lot. It's still like
Hmm.
15. Like around 15 patterns, and I'll have a theme because it's usually twice a year, and so like kind of a wintry one and a summery one, and we just draw patterns, and it's pretty open, to be honest. People can do whatever they want with Medium. Like we both do digital illustration, although there's one year I did some more painting. People do
Mm.
collage, some people do, yeah, like analog mediums. Um, and just create patterns and
Yeah,
then I
so
share
like so
them.
much variety and
I
what turns up at the
know.
same prompts. That's what I always love about Instagram
Yeah.
challenges in general is just like the same prompt where you're like, well, it's obvious what I draw for that, and then someone else has a completely different.
Yes.
I like the ones that are like different meaning words as well. Like that's always fun and like seeing different interpretations
Yeah, I
is
love
really
that
cool.
too. It's crazy because so many people take part now,
Mm.
and the variety, like you said, it's really cool. and I share. Well, some people I always feel a bit self-conscious when it's about to happen. And I've got a lot of friends that will follow me, or, I've got a lot of followers, but some of them are like just people that know nothing about the creative
Yeah.
industry or illustration. And I'm like, I apologize in advance. My stories are just going to be patterns, and it's a lot of
Yeah.
them for like a month. You can unfollow me, you can mute me, just
No,
don't worry.
it's
I
fun.
won't be mad. But most people love it because
I
even
was
people
gonna
that know
say.
in the industry, they're like, that's really cool. Like you'll have, I don't
Hmm.
know, even a prompt like now because I've been doing it for a few years, I always try to find like a bit more intricate prompts, but everybody loves a simple prompt because you can still find new ways to draw something, even if
Yeah.
it's like ice cream. You'll
Yeah.
have tons of different like ways of doing it.
Yeah,
Um,
and also thinking about it in terms of a pattern as well, like that gives
mm,
me almost a different, when I've taken part before, it's like you think about the structure of shapes in a different way to like make it look good repeating or in patchwork or anything like that. It like changes how you would interpret it, even if you
yeah,
were just during like a normal basic illustration. It's like, how does this look repeated? And yeah, I think
yeah.
that's a really cool thing about it.
It is, isn't it? I think the thing I'm missing though is I feel some people come in and they've never done it, and or some people start, they see it, they see the pattern challenge on Instagram, they get really excited because there's always a bit of a buzz around it.
Mm,
And some people just don't know how to do patterns, or they don't really know what that means almost,
yeah.
if they're starting out. So I'm gonna need to, maybe I have to make a video or something to explain like different
Yeah.
ways of doing it. But I've always been quite free with it. Like even, I mean, sometimes because I'll try to share what I see, what I like, and there are still people that will be doing that's it like they're sharing something that's not a pattern, it's just a single illustration, and I'm like, I mean, I'm happy with this, you can do something a bit
Yeah,
out
just
of the
whatever.
box, but that's not a pattern. I can't. So
Yeah,
I feel like I need to share some
how
techniques,
to
or
do the
yeah,
pattern.
because I do get
Mm,
these questions. But apart from that, the system is really easy. Yeah, it's just share the pattern on the day or like on the 2 days.
mhm.
And I love as well, I don't know if you have probably noticed, but there's always every year there'll be a few illustrators that are like kind of newish and everyone gets obsessed with them. And then like I feel
Yeah,
like a lot of people, I'm not going to say I've discovered them because that's not true, but the pattern challenge kind of put a spotlight on them.
yeah.
And it's like,
I've
um,
definitely found some really cool illustrators
it's
from the
cool, isn't it?
challenge. Yeah, genuinely.
And
Yeah.
it pushes everyone like tries new things, and it's, yeah, I love hosting it, but it is a bit much. I get excited now. I'm excited
Yeah.
now. I've not even, I need to write the prompts because
I
that's
was
the
gonna
other
say, how
thing.
much have you said about the like
Well,
next
so
one?
I am going to be sharing the prompts first on the 1st of
Hmm.
July to all the Mimi newsletter subscribers.
Nice.
Me trying to be strategic to grow my mailing list.
Subscribe
Uh,
below.
yeah,
I'm just gonna
it's in
keep
there.
pointing
Yeah.
down.
So I'm like coming up with them at the moment. I'm gonna be sharing them for the newsletter first, and then a couple
Mhm.
of weeks later, I'll probably put it on Instagram so people can have a
Okay.
head start. Because yes, so I didn't even say the next pattern challenge is in August, so it
Yes.
starts on the 1st of August. Um, and
And
yeah,
is
it's the
there a
whole month.
theme?
Yes,
Or do
I
you not
called
have?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just quirky summer.
See that,
But
I think I heard that theme and I was like, I want to take part. So this
It's
is
it's
video
it's kind of
evidence of me saying
large.
that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna make a GIF out of it with sound and I want to take part. I want to
I
take
want
part. Yeah.
to.
But you could do it, but you don't have to do all of it.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I
it.
have to
That's
do
what I
all of
like,
it.
because it's very like, yeah, pick and choose or do what you have time
Yeah,
for. Even
because
just the doing the first couple of days or whatever, like that's always the nice thing is
yeah, or
no
pick your
rules.
favorite prompts. It's
Yeah.
always picking the prompts is always very interesting because
Mm,
again, I've done it for a few years now, so I don't want to repeat myself too much. Sometimes I have to because I've done what? So 12 edition, how many? I don't know, I'm bad at math. But yeah, I want to find prompts that people are inspired by, but that are
yeah.
not too obvious either. So it's like a
Yeah.
bit of a fine line.
There's a real art to it, isn't there? To find a prompt that, yeah, you haven't done before, but also, yeah, I hear with Shan from Peachtober that like picking stuff that's completely, yeah, those like two meaning words, but also
Yeah.
something that's fun to draw. And I
Yeah.
think I've heard you say before where you picked a word and be like, yeah, that sounds like such a cool word, and then be like, I don't have any ideas for it. It's like
Yeah.
you picked them.
Yeah, I know. And that's the
But
key
that's
as
fun as
well.
well.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the key when I come up with them. I'm like, I want a mix of easy ones. So I don't know,
Hmm.
like, what would I consider easy? Like,
Apple, maybe.
I've never done, yeah, but that seems too simple almost.
Too
Like, I
easy.
don't think I
Yeah.
would, I don't know, love. I'll be like,
Yeah.
sometimes I'll do like abstract concepts, love, but actually with love, there's so much you can do, right? Some people do hearts, some
Yeah.
people will do words, some people will do like
Characters.
letters, characters. There's
Yeah.
so much. And then, or like, what have I done? I mean, I have done like celestial, so it's like stars.
Yeah.
Those are easy. But then, yeah, I've done stuff where it's like, I can't remember now, where it's a concept and people are like, what does that
Abstract.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, guys, Google, come on. I'll tell you, but Google. But so yeah, but I like a mix of like abstract and more figurative. So yeah, I like
Yeah.
apple. I don't think I'll do fruit, but even fruit feels too, I'll be like funny
Yeah.
and
I
I
suppose you've
use
done
another.
maybe mermaids or something before. That might be
Yeah.
one I do. Is
Mermaid
like,
was hard because
yeah.
I like drawing people as a pattern. It's like, because
Yeah.
that's the kind of thing you'd want to do a single illustration, right?
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm coming up with them right now and I will share them in the newsletter. Um,
Exciting.
so yeah, I'm really excited for the pattern challenge, even though also I get halfway through it. I'll try to create them in advance. So because otherwise I wouldn't have time. And I tell people to do that as well, at least a little
Yeah.
bit. Um,
Yeah, definitely.
so it's like June. So yeah, we have July to basically start and then August to share or continue and share. But yeah, by mid-August, I will be annoyed. I'll be like, oh my God,
Why
Maddie.
do I do this? And then you'll
Exactly. And also
forget and do
remind
it
me,
again.
and I'm going to say it now, like video. I can't be doing the pattern paper again because I just did. So, okay, the pattern paper is something, same thing that you mentioned already that I did after I did five. So I've four and a fifth one recently. And so I just collate some of my favorite patterns and it's to raise money for different charities. And it's really cool. Where is it? Oh,
I was going to say, I
I
think I
could show.
literally have
I don't
a
wait. What do
thing
I
of
have?
one
I
here.
have socks on. It's fine. I was
Ta-da!
like, yeah, you show it. You show it. I'm just thinking what's below. Yeah, exactly. And I love doing it, but hear me out. The headache of this is the shipping. It's literally the worst headache in the world. I don't.
Yeah,
It's crazy expensive when it's outside of the UK. It's a faff. It never
that's so
arrives,
bad.
or it arrives late, or it's the fees are expensive, and so I
It's
can't.
just not sustainable to be
No.
able to do it. No,
And then
no,
and
I
this
totally get
year
that.
I didn't even raise any money because the fees have gone up
Yeah,
again and I didn't want people to pay for the fees. So I
yeah,
covered them. But obviously that means then we can't really raise so anyways. Again, I'm not like I'm not a math head, so even when I charge shipping, I check, but then it's gone up or it's changed or it's this and it's
yeah,
that and the customs. So it is yes, no more.
yeah,
Tell me off if I go,
yeah.
should I make a pen and paper again? Because you get excited about it. People love
I
it. It's
know you want to do
exciting.
it because you're excited and passionate,
Yeah,
but it's like,
yeah.
yeah, you've got to put your business head on a bit.
The reality of it, I don't have a business. I don't know where it is. It's lost to someone. It's been cut off. It's not there. But yeah, so that's the pattern challenge, and it's
Yeah,
very exciting. And the thing I'm going to try to do this year, because I've done it for so many years, I don't know if you have that actually. Tell me, but I get I have a bit of a style, I'd say, but whenever we do the pattern challenge, I'm like, I should try something new
yeah,
because it's
yeah,
exciting and you
yeah,
want to. But then either people don't really like it as much, which I guess I don't really care. But I feel like instead of working like finessing my own style, I start going into
Mhm.
another direction
So,
because it's fun,
yeah,
right? But this year I'm going to try to stay within my style and just finesse things and do patterns that are actually a bit almost like more commercial, not in a bad sense, but be like,
yeah.
Mel, could you like try to think about would people buy this? Like
Client,
on
yeah,
because we love to do mock-ups as well, which I always tell people
yeah,
to do with the patterns. I always share like the pattern in a mock-up. And it's like even for people, I probably tell people as well, well, I'm saying it now.
Yeah.
Try to be commercial, not in a bad sense, like always be creative and create something that feels true to
Yeah.
you, but be like, if I put it on a towel, would people buy this? You know, which artists are not. We're not good at this. Like we don't
Yeah,
care,
I've definitely
but
been
we should
thinking in
care.
my for like portfolios, it's really clicked for me in terms of like what I share and that people like, especially clients or just people in general want to see like you answering a question to a brief, like with, and so make the brief for yourself and make it for like,
Yeah,
for example, the towel thing is like, actually then that gives you a different perspective on how you might draw some stars on a towel, as opposed to just thinking, oh, I'll draw some stars without thinking about it. Like
yeah,
it just gives that little bit more of a curated brief, which I think is then a really good sign that you could do it in an actual live brief situation. So yeah,
yeah,
no, I'm definitely, it's finally clicking for me that portfolio stuff is to show what you can do as well as how you could do it, and like
mm-hmm.
how that could then be put into other people's projects basically.
Yeah,
So yeah,
exactly.
I think that's a good idea to kind of stick to what you know, and
Mm-hmm.
like I get it, because I get that excitement again as creative people, as without your business mind, like you just want to make stuff that's new and fresh and like, oh, what
Yeah,
if I try this? But yeah, I think really honing in on what you're good at and what you know, I think is really fun
it's good.
challenge in itself.
Yeah, you're
um
right.
yeah
And what's upsetting sometimes as well, especially when you have client work, is that I've had in the past where clients, you do options, you design stuff. The same, imagine you're creating a patent for something. They will always go, like the most commercial things are usually also, not always, at least for my work, the simplest ones, or
hmm
the most kind of middle of the road, but not in a bad way, but
yeah,
it'll be a stripe or something or
simple
stars
is
and
like a
yeah, and you're like,
deceptively
oh, this is so boring. So it's fighting that, is creating something that
there's so many
you love.
decisions
But
that go into making something look simple. That's what I always
hmm
think. Like
also,
actually the most simple is like a lot of decision making to make it still look good, because
yeah,
otherwise everyone would just do the same
definitely.
thing, right? Like it's all
Yeah, yeah. But it's yeah. So that's my goal for this one. I'm
brilliant.
excited and I need to make sure I create good prompts.
Yeah.
I'll probably share them to you and you tell me. Okay. Third and final question for today
Yeah.
is from Grace on Insta, who asked, what's the best way to save patterns? So it's a bit more of a technical question. I think she wrote something else about, I think there was an update on Photoshop and she'd saved patterns and they all disappeared.
Yeah.
Do you want to start?
Well, I was curious to see what your answer was, because in my head, I quite often save the pattern itself as a JPEG, as a square, right?
Hmm.
Is that how you do it?
No.
Do you use Photoshop for your patterns
Yeah.
mostly? Yeah.
But
How do
so,
you?
oh, that's interesting. Yeah, but because you're making a tile, which is good. No,
Yeah.
actually, on Photoshop, you go into view, there's like a pattern view. So
Hmm.
it's like when you're drawing, there's like a square. My ears are hurting underneath this. There's a square and you draw, but you can go past it. And that square is the tile. So you can draw the whole thing. And then I just save it as a PSD
Oh
and
yeah,
then I
just the
open
whole
it.
thing.
But what she means, what I think what Grace means is that you can, there's also a little pattern window thing where you can save
Yeah.
them. So when you're a bit on, you click on the little plus, you save it, it goes in there.
Hmm.
Uh, but like her, I've had many instances where they just
That's
go and I've
yeah.
just, but you save them as a PSD, you reopen them, you resave it if you want to use it.
Yeah, PSD makes sense as well,
Yeah,
because I'm the same thing. I've definitely had it get lost before in the
yeah.
ether, and then but I just then upload the JPEG or the
Well, so
into
yeah, that makes sense. And I'm pretty sure if I save it as a JPEG, it's also a tile anyway. But what
hmm,
I like about that system on Photoshop is that, especially for mockups, so let's say I've drawn my pattern, I save it, plus add it to the pattern thing. Then I open like a mockup file. I open the mask, I can just click on now the pattern. It
Yes.
adds it to it, and then you can also just a percentage of like the scale, but it does it on its own. Because I used, when I started out years and years ago before understanding anything, I'd just bring my tile and then and like multiply it.
Yeah.
But now you can just do that and it applies it. Does it make sense?
Okay. Yeah, we need
I'll have to show you.
some pattern tutorials. Yeah.
Oh dear, give
More
me more
work.
work. Yeah,
More
I'll
work.
do. Actually, I should really do that, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Because just before the pattern challenge, I'll try to do that in July. Um, so yeah, that's how I save them, Grace. If she
Yeah.
watches this, I'll tell her to
Hopefully
watch
that
it.
helps. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, always save the PSD, and yeah, it's very upsetting when they all disappear. But I try to keep them, just yeah, save them no matter what, and re-upload them. I'm not sure why Photoshop does that. Does that with
Yeah.
my brushes too?
It
I
does
like
it with
my,
my
yeah,
brushes and
really
fonts
annoying.
and
Really, with fonts?
well, you just
Fonts
have
are
to go
fine.
and tag it back. Yeah, but
Yeah, it's just I guess you get used to those little niggles. But
yeah.
did I tell you something very exciting? I'm sure I can say it. Wait, let me think.
We're not just having a chat, just so you know, this is going
Actually,
up.
no, I'm not sure. Sorry. Oh my God, that's horrible teasing. I know we're not just having a chat.
Something.
No,
That's classic
actually, I might
YouTube
have
as
to
well.
wait.
Like, I'm
I might
working
have
on a
to wait.
secret project.
Yeah, no, it's not a secret project. I've been invited to something really
Oh,
exciting,
fun.
but I'm not sure I can say it. And I just
Okay.
realized that. So I'm not going to be dumb and say it on like our first YouTube video. I'm sorry, that's horrible teasing. I didn't really mean to, but I will say it. It will come out.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you when we're off. Oh, I hate when people do that. I'm sorry. You know when people do that on podcast and they're like, "Oh my God, I've got this craziest dating story," or "Oh my God, this famous person,
And I
I made
can't
out with
say it
them,"
actually.
and I can't say. I'll tell you when we're off, and I'm like, "Come on."
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, these were the questions, and hopefully we get more as we always did anyway before, so
Yeah,
I'm not too
exactly. This is just
worried.
the starting one. We've only just, yeah,
Yeah,
crashed.
and do we have anything else we wanted to talk about?
I think that's about it. I was just about to say that we should say that, I mean, no matter where you're watching this, you can always ask us questions online
Yes.
and Instagram, on the website as
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
But also down below, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just type your questions in if you've
yeah.
got an
Let
account,
us
and
know.
then
Yeah,
we will collate them and answer them in the next one, which is every 2 weeks around,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
We've
our
said
intention.
every 2 weeks. Nice,
Yeah, cool.
amazing.
That's really
Well,
fun.
thanks, Maddie.
Nice to be back.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, it's fine. It's the end. You know what? I just noticed that on you. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, this is still in because we're not editing. So, guys, thank you
We
so
almost
much
got to
for
the end without.
watching. I know. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.